Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today we're gonna do an Ulta haul, and I've got quite a collection. All of them are drugstore brands, or at least the more affordable brands that Ulta carries, if that makes sense. Got a lot of makeup here, some brand new things I've heard no one talk about that are amazing. I'm wearing as much of it as I could today on my face, so you'll get to see me putting them on as I talk about them. I just felt like this particular haul, these particular items I picked out this time are just very fresh. You know what I mean? They're not the ones I keep hearing about. I'm excited to give some random new products some love here. This video is actually sponsored by Rakuten, which is actually the new name for what was formerly known as Ebates. So I've worked with Ebates or Rakuten for years. If you don't know what Rakuten is, it's a free online tool where you can get cash back for shopping online. So Rakuten has over 2,500 stores that offer cash back through their site. They also have a browser button you can download. That's the main way I use it. That way, when I'm on any of the stores they offer cash back on, such as Sephora, Ulta, Macy's, American Eagle. If I'm on any of those sites and I'm about to place my order, I have that little browser button that I can click on and it will activate cash back for that shopping trip, which means if I'm spending $100 on one of those sites and they're offering 8% cash back that day, then I'm getting $8 in that account that I get paid out 4 times a year through PayPal or paper check. It's just so easy. And listen, I always say, if you're already gonna be shopping online like most of us do, and you're not using Rakuten, you're literally leaving money on the table. And the little bits of cash back add up really quickly. Think about how often you shop online. I know, me too. They are having a Labor Day sale where they have double cash back at tons of different stores, sometimes even more, and that starts on August 27th. So if you're interested in that, now's the time to sign up, download the browser button, be ready for it, and maybe even think about waiting to order until those double cash back times, because again, that's free money. So if you had an original Ebates account, your account will still be the exact same. Nothing has changed but the name, so don't worry about that. But if you are new to Rakuten or Ebates completely, you can click the first link in my description box to get a $10 welcome bonus, and the second link in my description box, they are sponsoring a $100 Visa gift card giveaway if you're interested in entering. I think when I purchased this, Ulta was 8% cash back, so I got some money in my account and all I was doing was buying the stuff I was gonna buy anyway. So if you're interested in checking out Rakuten, definitely check my link below. Let's get into the haul. So anything I'm wearing, I will link below. The earrings, I'll see if I can find similar ones online. I bought them at Meijer, like a grocery store near me, superstore type of, you know, and yeah, they were like on clearance and I was like, jackpot. I found some of my cutest jewelry at Meijer if you have one near you. Everything's always on clearance, so just FYI. Actually, these rings I'm always wearing are also from Meijer. I get a lot of questions about them. They were on clearance as well, and I was like, sweet. There are so many things that I tried today while I was getting ready that I like my jaw was on the floor. I'm so excited about them. And honestly, I want to start with some of the ones I'm the most excited about. So first off, this Ulta Beauty Cream Blush. It's in the shade Sunrise. I bought a lot of cream blushes and highlights you'll see in a minute for a future video I'm doing on literally like every drugstore cream, blush, bronzer, and highlight I could get my hands on, tried them all on, have pictures of them on. It's gonna be a huge video that I've been working really hard on. Wow, this one is beautiful. So this reminds me so much of the Flower Beauty Blush Bombs. And I think they're right around the same price. So it's not like you're saving a ton of money because the Flower Beauty Blush Bombs are 10 bucks. I love this shade. It's so pretty. It's like a pinker version of my favorite shade, Pinched, but it's not so bright bubblegum pink. I think I bought the shade Bubbly, and that one's pretty bubblegum pink, but it's so beautiful. And I tapped it on with my fingers today, and then I used my L'Oreal sponge to blend it out, and it was gorgeous. But on the other side, I tapped it in with my finger and then just used a clean finger to tap it in the rest of the way instead of the sponge, and it's even prettier. I just feel like this is one of those blushes that it looks like you actually have a natural flush to the cheek, but it doesn't look powdery. So far, it's staying in place. Sometimes if I know like I'm getting ready pretty early and I'm not gonna be able to touch up or anything all day long, I might throw a powder blush on top just to seal it in. But honestly, most days I don't, and it still will last really well like the Flower Beauty blush ones do. So I'm hoping this does too, but it's just got, oh. Now I'm like, Jessica, let's get some more shades. But I'm like, you don't need them. But this shade in particular, I'm really enjoying so far. So I can't wait to use this some more. Oh, I love finding new good stuff. I bought on a complete whim this EcoTools brush. It is their blending and bronzing brush. And it says particularly it's meant for bronzer, and it says powder or cream. And I was like, wait a minute, I have a really expensive cream bronzer blush I can't shut up about, but it's really expensive. I wanna say this one's around like $36 and it's from Sephora. It's their domed stippling brush number 41. I use this every single day for cream bronzer, and my favorite I have too many favorites, but really my probably number one favorite is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in Baked. It's so creamy, it blends like a dream and it stays in place. So I've been using this and it's the only way I apply that. I don't do it any other way, but this is like 36 bucks. This one is so similar, but this one is actually softer. So it feels even softer blending it. It might take a couple extra strokes back and forth to blend it all in, but I don't mind it at all. And you guys, it gave such a beautiful diffused look as I was blending it in, even up on the forehead. And I love that. And I think it's cool that it, you could use it for powder bronzer as well. I think the shape is just right. It's not too big, but not so small that you feel like you're just like chiseling out. It's still wide enough that you could kind of have these beautiful swaths of bronzer on your face without it looking patchy either. Oh my gosh. So I think the packaging is beautiful. EcoTools, man, they've come a long way. Not that they were ever really bad, but they have really extended their brush range since I first was introduced to the brand. Like, I don't know, when did we all learn about EcoTools? Like 6, 7, 8 years ago. They have a lot of good stuff. So now I'm like, now I want to dip my toe in the water of these brushes because this is just lovely. So another new product I actually bought for a drugstore skincare video I've been working on, and I needed a really good moisturizing lip balm because I've been using like my Laneige lip sleeping mask at night, but that's not a drugstore one, and I wanted to have one included in that future video. So one of my favorite brands, SheaMoisture, this is their coconut and hibiscus shea butter vegan lip balm with sunflower oil. Now I tried this for the first time today, and it is way thicker and harder to get out of here than I would have guessed. Almost like if you've ever had a lip balm that was out in the cold for a while and it's really hard to get going again, that's how it felt. But I think it's just the way this product is. Don't let that scare you though, because I put it on this morning and it was the most moisturizing thing. It felt so comfortable on the lips. SheaMoisture usually has more natural ingredients, good stuff in there. They always have just pretty packaging, man. They're doing something right. I have a couple. Okay, I have 3 more SheaMoisture products I'm gonna be talking about here in a minute, but one I actually used today in my hair was their Detangler spray. It's for kids, it smells like marshmallows, but the bottle doesn't look like it's for kids, and who cares? It works wonders. I've talked about it for the past year, but I'll link it below because going from my naturally wavy curly hair to this, if I didn't have a detangler, all of my hair would have fallen out. I mean, truly. So it's amazing. I can link that below, but really enjoying this, excited to play with this some more. Can you tell I'm excited to film? Like this is a lot of like good stuff. So I used a different eye primer today, and this is one, I wanna say I tweeted out, oh, maybe it was in my like wish list anti-haul. I think I brought this up. Well, I bought it. It's their Eye Elements eye primer, and I think the shade is Core. And it's just this kind of beigey, but it does have a little bit of a yellow tint to it, eye primer in a pot. So a lot of you guys said, oh my gosh, I've seen a couple YouTubers try it and it's similar to, not Painterly, but Soft Ochre from MAC, which is, again, they're more yellow tone beige, whereas Painterly is more pink tone. I did a video on that so long, like literally like 4 years ago. If I can find it, I'm sure I can. I'll link it below. Younger Jessie. I used it today. It's definitely not as thick. It's a little bit more emollient than the MAC paint pots, which I don't mind. I don't really care either way. I use all kinds of eye primers, but I do like using a brush. The one I've been using for the past year is the Sephora Pro Airbrush Concealer number 57. It just makes it easier. If you've got even a little bit of nails, like my nails aren't crazy long, but it does, it's just nice to be able to, and honestly in the future, I think I'll even just use my brush in there instead of my finger, but it just makes blending it out so easily. And what I did enjoy about this already is that the shadow definitely sticks to it, but I still was able to blur this out. So this is I'm just wearing one eyeshadow. It's a Sydney Grace eyeshadow, and I think it's in the shade Adore or Adore Me. I'll link it below. And it's such a pretty kind of mauve-y shade. And it sat really nice on top of this, and it got rid of, I had creasing from concealer that had gotten up there, but the second I applied this, the creases were gone. So I'm like, it's doing its job so far, so that's pretty cool. And this is way cheaper than the MAC paint pots. Are you kidding me? I do like the paint pots though. I bought a new one in Vintage Selection, and I am not impressed. It's just like glittery, and there's like not really much color, which is fine, but it doesn't quite give the pretty wash of color I was hoping for either, like kind of like a shimmery wash. No, it's not looking so hot on me, so I don't know what to do about that. So the highlight I'm wearing today is one that this is not a secret product. Like everyone talks about this, but I finally tried it. I might have even owned this in the past, and I think I got rid of it back when I was still into powders and I wasn't really into liquid and cream highlighters like I am today. But it's the Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter in the shade Starlight. I wanna say I heard Emily Noel talk about this recently. Packaging, gorgeous, looks high end. It's like glass-ish packaging. There's a stopper in it. It doesn't soak up a lot, but again, you're not gonna be using a lot. One tiny drop I learned today is more than enough. It's this gorgeous, if you're like fair like I am, I just tapped it onto my upper cheekbone, kind of in like a sideways V shape or a U shape, and it catches the light so beautifully. It blended way better than I thought it would. I was a little concerned that because this is so almost stroby, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna accentuate like fine lines. It's gonna catch the light weird and patchy. No, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, you guys, and it blended in so much easier. I thought there would be like lines where I didn't blend it. No, it really did blend out beautifully. So color me surprised. Liquid highlighter can be so hit or miss because some of them, like I said, can leave lines where you didn't blend it quickly enough or blended enough. And this one did not do that. It was very, very seamless. So I'm excited. I know they have a couple of shades. So if you're darker than me, you might not like this shade. So I also picked up a couple more cream blushes, the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Cheek Tint. I haven't tried this yet today. It's just a thicker, chubby little stick. I got the shade Do Me Right, just because it was something different than what I had. It's pretty berry-y, but if you watch, it does kind of, I was swatching with this earlier, it definitely blends out. I have a feeling this is going to be more like a tinted stain, so it's really gonna stay on all day, which can be awesome, because like I said, not all cream cheek products are built the same when it comes to longevity. So I do feel like it's gonna be one of those kinds that stains, so you wanna work quickly. But the other cream blush I got is from e.l.f. It's their Cheeky Glow. This says it's infused with argan oil and vitamin E. Again, I'm pretty sure I've tried or at least owned this before, and I don't remember if I liked it or not. You know, it's just one of those things that I've tried so much from e.l.f. over the years, and it can be hit or miss like with any brand. And I have a feeling this was tried by me at a time that I didn't really like cream blush. So this is definitely a cream, but as you kind of pat it onto your skin, it kind of gets a powdery finish. Whoa, it's really, it's like a cream to powder, but maybe not as drying as you might think. But it definitely, I mean, that's on there. So you wanna be careful as you're blending this in. I wonder how it would do like if I grabbed a sponge. Yeah, a sponge might be the way to go because it's gonna kind of shear it out as you're applying it. I don't know if you can even see that. You see what I mean? It's a lot sheerer than when I did it with my fingers. So that's another option. You could also use like a diffused kind of brush like the bronzer ones I was showing earlier. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this a try, and same with the other. Stay tuned for that video coming probably in the next few weeks. But one more for that video is the Maybelline Master Strobing Stick. This is their kind of illuminating highlighter. What shade? 100. Light Iridescent. It's just a short little chubby stick. You really don't get a lot of product. So that's a bummer. Like that's it. But again, will you go through it quickly enough? I don't know. It depends on how often you use something like this. But looks like it's a really pretty, not nearly as iridescent as like the Makeup Revolution liquid one I just showed you. But this is kind of nice. Like for me, I like this kind of thing for every day. Let's just tap a little bit extra on. Yeah, that definitely amped it up a bit. Of course, we're working with an area that was already highlighted, but this could be one that if you like having a little glow on your forehead like I do, it's not gonna be glittery. It's not, you know, it's just gonna be kind of a nice wash of glow. That's pretty. Onto the SheaMoisture stuff. Okay, where in the has this product been all my life? This is their SheaMoisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Glow Getter Pressed Serum Moisturizer. What is this stuff? Magic. I tried it today. My skin looks the best it has ever looked upon applying makeup. And it wasn't the foundation. It wasn't, I mean, all of that's sitting fine, but I'm telling you, I've never had a prettier, glowier, more moisturized base ever under my skin. Now, if you have oily skin, I think you will absolutely hate this. But if you are anywhere in between, Wow. Okay. So I bought this for my drugstore skincare video. I'd asked you guys, I'm like, hey, I need some drugstore like masks and things like that, because I already have my routine I've been doing for like, well, 5 weeks now, 5 or 6 weeks. Gosh, there were a couple of products I still wanted like a mask you're gonna see, and then like a really good moisturizing serum. So then I saw this pressed serum, and I'd loved for a long time this pressed serum. I still do. I just don't currently have it. It's like their Power Recharging Pressed Night Serum from Algenist, I think. And it literally is like a kind of thick moisturizer-ish, but it's more like a coconut oil feel to it, if that makes sense. But it melts onto your face and turns into a serum, and it is lovely, lovely. Well, this is kind of similar. It's a different texture, but again, still that pressed idea, and it melts into your skin. And you guys, this is the most lovely feeling, luxurious. It really does feel like you're putting on, not honey, because it's thinner than that, but it is the most slippery, moisturizing. It doesn't have like a smell, which surprised me because you'd think it would smell like honey. No, it doesn't. I let this sink in for a few minutes before I put on my like primer and foundation and stuff, but you guys, oh my gosh, it was so lovely. But I don't feel like once it sunk in, my skin wasn't greasy. You know what I mean? It just looked super moisturized, and oh my gosh, I love it so much. It says it also has vitamin C as well, which is an antioxidant, can help reduce sun damage, things like that. So the other thing, I have not tried this yet, but I think I'm gonna try it tonight. The SheaMoisture Purple Rice Water Velvet Skin Facial Mask with Wild Orchids. No parabens, no phthalates, no mineral oil, no sulfates, no animal testing. It says, give your skin the royal treatment with this creamy iridescent facial mask. It's got purple rice water, wild orchid, papaya extract. It helps refine and nourish skin for instantly velvety, soft, glowing skin. So you leave it on for 10 minutes and you wash it off. So perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. No smell. Love that. Really pretty, kind of like light purple color to it. I am a big fan. Like, I don't love clarifying masks because I just personally, my own skin, I don't have a lot of issues with breakouts other than the dreaded hormonal ones. I'm lucky in that way, but I do have dry skin. So anything I can do to kind of nourish my skin, and of course anti-aging is always a bonus, that's the kind of a mask I wanna spend my time using because of my own skin needs. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm like, yes. So I'm excited to give this a try. I like the idea of it. We will see. So the next item is, again, from SheaMoisture. It's not sponsored by them. Like I said, it's sponsored by someone else. But it's their Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Hair Mask. Boy, do I need this. I have been out of like the Briogeo one that I love, and I just haven't repurchased it. And I'm like, you know what, Jessica, there have to be great ones at the drugstore. I don't have to spend that money, even though I probably eventually will because I love it. But I knew that I like SheaMoisture hair products, so I thought that's probably the way to go. Oh, it says 10% of SheaMoisture community commerce sales go to women-led businesses to support communities that supply ingredients for our products. I have heard about this brand that they're really conscious of where they're getting them, how they're sourcing their ingredients, you know what I mean? Which is one of the most important things in the freaking world. I'm getting the goosebumps just talking about it because our poor earth, man. Ooh, it has a nice light kind of, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's not overpowering like they're adding a bunch of junk to it. Not that I know of anyway. It's got Manuka Honey, Mafura Oil, African Rock Fig, vitamin C, which helps keep hair looking vibrant. The Mafura Oil has oleic acid to replenish oils that are stripped from your hair. Manuka Honey has anti-inflammatory properties, and it soothes the scalp and creates a moisturizing barrier. Oh, and it's just a nice, thick hair mask. I love the like brown, it's just like pretty packaging. I know. I'm using some mask that I am hating. It's just not, I like a thick mask that I can feel all over my hair as it sits in there for like 5 or 10 minutes as I'm like shaving my legs and stuff. And I only do it like once a week, but it's an important part of my routine. So when I'm not enjoying the mask I'm using, I'm like, ugh, life sucks. So hoping this is awesome because it's certainly cheaper than the other one I was loving. Anyway, so that is everything I got this time around. Let me know, are there things at Ulta right now that you guys are like, you have your eyes on or you haven't heard anyone talking about, but you were curious how they worked? If you want me to buy and review it, I would love to do that. Again, if you're interested in trying out Rakuten, it's completely free. The first link in the description box is the one you want and you'll get your $10 welcome bonus. And then the second link down there is to enter the giveaway for any of you guys that have a Rakuten or an Ebates account. you will be entered to win the $100 Visa gift card giveaway. And if you enjoyed this video, please help me out. Give this video a thumbs up. It definitely helps me in this YouTube world. And comment below. That also helps me. I try to hop on and comment back. I read all of your comments. Usually, honestly, bad habit, but when I'm in bed, I'm scrolling and reading through your guys' comments. I do read them. So I also hope you'll come say hi to me on social media. I'm really active on Instagram and Twitter more than anything, but I'm also on Facebook. It's JamBeauty89 everywhere. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.